So Portugal has finally announced they're launching a brand new digital nomad visa that will allow you to move and live over there full-time as a digital nomad. So if you've ever dreamed about, moving to this beautiful European country and enjoying the nice weather, great culture, and the amazing beaches, then you might actually have the chance to do this from this year. In this video, I'm going to give you all the juicy details when it comes to this new Portugal digital nomad visa that's officially launching on October 30th, 2022. And I'm going to explain in full details what's the requirements, how to apply to get it, what are the tax benefits, and last but not least, why you should consider moving to Portugal as a digital nomad and why this might be one of the best destinations if you're looking for a place to work remotely. And you're getting all of this information in this video for a total cost of simply hitting the like button and also subscribing to this YouTube channel, which really helps me a lot with being able to make more of these videos for you. And not only that, but if you need any help and any advice when it comes to being able to get a digital nomad visa and relocating to a different country, or anything related with being a digital nomad, you can actually make money while traveling around the world, just simply feel free to book a call with me by clicking on the link in the description down below, and I would love to help you out with that. And with that being said, let's continue with the video and explain you everything you would need to know when it comes to this digital nomad visa Portugal is introducing. Now, Portugal as a country has been popular among digital nomads for quite some time. If you go to nomadlist.com, which currently ranks the best cities for digital nomads to live for, you see that currently Lisbon is number 1, Madeira is number 3, and Porto is number 9. This means that from the top 10 cities for digital nomads, currently Portugal has 3 cities. And there is a very good reason for that. First of all, let's talk about beauty. Portugal has amazing, vibrant cities, walkable, well-designed, with amazing architecture. You have small streets that turn into a piece of art. On the other hand, you have beautiful nature, colorful castles, you have the Mediterranean coast, the ocean, you have beautiful beaches, you have good weather all year long with hot summers and temperate winters, and temperatures simply don't go below 14 degrees Celsius in the coldest months. So Portugal really ranks pretty high when it comes to the quality of life it could offer, and it has great air quality, which makes you really enjoy living there. It currently ranks as the 3rd safest country for digital nomads around the world and number 9 among the healthiest countries to live abroad. It has an abundance of co-working spaces to choose from and pretty fast and reliable internet. And it offers all of that for a very low cost of living, and especially for a Western European country. And all of these things combined to explain why in the recent years so many digital nomads decided to move and live in Portugal. So despite the fact that Portugal is such a popular destination among digital nomads, so far they didn't really have anything like a digital nomad visa. So if you're not a citizen of the EU or European Economic Area, like for example you're someone from the US or Canada and you want to move to Portugal, so far it wasn't so easy to do so. Currently, Portugal has the so-called D7 visa, which allows foreigners to get a residence permit and move over there. However, the issue is that this type of visa was initially created for retirees and people who are passive income earners, and it wasn't simply suitable for digital nomads. So that's why the Portuguese government decided in July 2022 to amend the immigration law and decide to introduce a new digital nomad visa that allows foreigners to move and live in Portugal long term. So let's talk about what are the benefits of this new digital nomad visa. First of all, it will allow you to move and live in Portugal go for up to 12 months. Normally, if you're not an EU resident, you won't be able to stay over there for more than 3 months. Second of all, getting this visa will allow you to also travel to other EU countries and countries from the Schengen area, which means that basically you don't have to be in Portugal all the time, and you can also travel in Europe and see other places. And third of all, once you get this digital nomad visa, you can also apply to get an NHR, which basically means a non-habitual resident status, which will simply allow you to pay no taxes on your international income, which is pretty sweet because most of the time, if you're living for more than 6 months in Portugal, you have to pay taxes on your international income. And not only that, but if you have any income coming from Portugal, the NHR status will allow you to pay only 20% taxes on that instead of the standard 48%. So now that we know the benefits, let's actually talk about who actually qualifies for this digital nomad visa. First of all, you must be a citizen and come from a country outside of the EU and European Economic Area. Simply because if you're part of the EU, you don't really need a visa to live in Portugal. Second of all, you must be either self-employed, which means that basically you're either a freelancer or you own your own business, or you're employed by a company outside of Portugal and your job allows you to work remotely. You must also earn at least 4 times the minimum wage in Portugal, which is about 2,800 euro per month. And applying for a Portuguese digital nomad visa is pretty straightforward. You can do this at the Portuguese consulate in your home country or also at the Portuguese immigration agency. When you do this, the first thing is you must show proof of income in the last 3 months. Second of all, you must submit tax residency documents. Also, you must show your contract of employment or proof of self-employment. Also need to have travel health insurance to make sure you get one before you apply, as well as proof of no criminal record. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So feel free to also check out my other videos on other digital nomad visas that you can currently get worldwide. Peace.